Hello, this is Transdimension, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a very long time since I've made a video. Apologies for me sounding a bit disgruntled right now. Turns out on the PS5, there's a broadcast option to enable your voice chat. So if you don't enable that, you spend half an hour talking to yourself, basically, because the game doesn't pick up on your voice, which really fucking sucks. I wish I'd have known that before. So I literally did spend just over half an hour doing a video. So yeah, well, the actual video I planned on, or I did make earlier. Hopefully I can get about as good as I did before. So yeah. Anywho, well, the video is supposed to be about how I got terminated. I was through a temp service, working in Nina, in not foundry, like a factory for Depends. And I did like it. It was alright. It wasn't too bad. And well, Sunday I was in the break room, and this is how it all ended. Sunday, while I was there, this woman was chatting with an old fucker too, this old bitch. And yes, I'm saying that kind of pissed off, because you would think being old, they say older the wiser, and sadly that's not the case. Was talking to these, and she was the only one in the break room. It was her, and then me, and 3 other guys. And she's claiming how men can't commit, and that irritated me because of what I had to go through as a child when I was a wait, I'd be saying that twice. A child, teenager, yeah. Child, teenager, and pre-adult. And and because of what my dad went through. Sorry, I'm not still very good at videos. I'll do better in the future with editing. I just need a gaming PC or a gaming laptop with a good mic and camera. But anywho, and that did irritate me because of what I went through, and other guys I've known went through, and what happened to me is being taken advantage of and stuff by women while I was growing up. And I cut in and I go, look, men don't have a commitment issue. The reason why men struggle in wanting to have a relationship is because 70% of relationships, about 60 to 70%, end in divorce. And that's almost like flipping a coin, except one side's a bit more loaded than the other. But it wouldn't be as bad as if you look at, on top of the 70% divorces, 80% of those divorces end by women. Women are the ones initiating them. But then again, they're incentivized to. It's like, look, ladies, after 5 years, you can get maintenance. You can get good child support. You really don't have to put forth the effort to fight for your child because you have a vagina. And it's such a huge incentive for women to get a divorce. And men don't really get shit. Not only that, women are incentivized to cheat, because if they cheat, they're always looked at as the victim too. Oh, you cheated, he must have did something horrible for you to go that far to cheat. When a man cheats, it's, oh, you horrible prick, you should have stayed. When a man gets beaten by his wife, oh, you need to suck it up. You know, and it irritates me with that crap. And I'm trying to explain this to this 60-year-old woman, and she's just all, oh, you're wrong, you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like trying to go more in detail about it, and she's like, you don't know, you need to shut up. And I'm like, every time they started talking, I would stop. And it wasn't just that woman against me, it was like 2 white knights. And I'm like, as well helping her. And I was like, what the fuck? You know, this is another reason why our society can't get fixed, because men aren't willing to stand up for actual logic, common sense, and do what's just normal with equality, instead of using their dicks to justify helping somebody based on their gender rather than just common sense and equality. But alright, whatever. And then these same men that get fucked over later in a divorce wonder why society sucks. It's like, because men like you allow it, and then by the time you actually need help, it's too late. No one can help you, because that's what you get for making society suck so bad, you white knight cock. And eventually I pissed her off, and she stormed out of the room, or out of the break room. And then when we had our next break, And I was there first, and she came in, she kept quiet. I didn't talk to her, she didn't talk to me. I thought to myself, this might go on for a while, but as long as nothing happens from now, we're good. And it ended that day, completely fine. Until Monday came, the following day. And I'm on my first break. She walked in, opened the door a few feet, saw me, turned around, and as she turned around and walked away, I heard, I'm not doing this. I'm like, well, I didn't talk to you yesterday. The rest of the day, we were good. We didn't say anything to each other. We just drove by each other, and that was it. And now today you see me, and all of a sudden you have an issue. I was like, what the fuck? The fire should have went out, not decided to burn brighter in your feelings of hatred towards me, of spewing facts that you obviously don't like, because for somebody who's supposed to be a conservative and hate Donald, or not Donald Trump, hate Biden, you sure love to hate anyone who spews facts that you don't like because it goes against your belief, which is, I mean, I understand beliefs, I do, but if your belief has no real proof to justify why you believe your belief is right, then you don't have a leg to stand on. I'm sorry, you fucking don't. You need proof to prove you're right, not just your belief. Nah, it's dumb. It really is. And, well, after she stormed off like that, being that the way she did it, I thought to myself, because society is actually quite predictable, and what's funny is you tell certain people that, they get mad and look at you like, I'm not predictable. It's like, yeah, you are, because a lot of what you do in anger and rage, like most people, it's not hard to be able to predict what you'll do next. It's really not. I'm predictable sometimes, although there's times I'll even throw people off. It's not like you're completely predictable, but you're not 100% unpredictable either. And depending on how you act in society, on how you want to be accepted by people around you, the more you act like how society wants you to act, the more predictable you are, because I can at that point be able to determine what more than likely what you will do in order to not be judged or mislabeled. It's not hard to figure out. Yeah, sure, sometimes I might be wrong, but a lot of times, more often than not, I'm right. And when, like I said, when she did that, I was like, I have about a 90-95% chance that I'm going to get fired today, because the way she stormed off told me flat out she's not just going to storm off and go back on her forklift and wait for me to be done. More than likely, she's going to storm off, go to the boss, tell him how I hurt her feelings, even though technically she's the one who hurt mine first. Being that I'm a man, I'm supposed to just take it because she's like, oh, men aren't capable of being willing to commit. Like, men are all pussies nowadays, and that pissed me off here, because she has no idea why men don't commit. And I'm explaining it, or not, oh wait, I'm jumping back to a different conversation, and later on, not even an hour later, the boss comes to me, tells me to come over to him, across the aisle where he was. And I do, and he comes over, or I go over to him, and he goes, by the way, because of what happened, an employee said you made them uncomfortable, so we are going to have to drop your contract. And that made me laugh on the inside, because I'm like, hold up a second. Because he also said, the reason why you made her uncomfortable is because you brought up a conversation you shouldn't be having at work. And it made me laugh, because I'm like, oh, hold up, she's the one who started it. She heard my feelings saying how men aren't able to commit and be strong, and basically, and I fight that with facts and hurt her feelings, and I'm the one at fault here? What the fuck? And they weren't caring. They didn't care at all. I was at fault apparently, and she was in the right. That's why I think she's such a bitch. Not just a bitch, but an old hag bitch. Like, she'd be one of those types of people that if she died, I would feel like the world was that much better off. Because she's that type of person to use her vagina and her feelings to get what she wants if somebody goes against her feelings, her beliefs, and that's dumb. If you're going to say your beliefs in the open public, whether right or wrong, but you're not willing to have a discussion on why you might be right or wrong. Well, obviously, if somebody agrees with you, you're fine. But if you're gonna sit here and say your beliefs in public and get mad when somebody calls you out that you're wrong, that's on you. I'm sorry, that is clearly on you. If you're not willing to fight for your beliefs, although it's fake, again, then you have no rights to that opinion. Especially if I'm giving you straight up facts and statistics about why mine's right, but you're not willing to give me any sort of grounds on how yours is right. You're just saying, well, I don't believe you. Women are innocent, men are perpetrators, and that's what I believe, but I'm not willing to justify how I'm right and you're wrong. I'm just going to say that and then end it there. And that is how I basically got let go. And it's quite ridiculous. Sorry for the slurring, by the way. I have Invisalign, so I'm definitely going to have Invisalign for the next couple of months. And it does suck. It really does. And, but anywho, I wish it wasn't going to come to be. I was kind of hoping to have that job. At the same time, I'm kind of grateful I'm out. Because some jobs, you're going to have shit-ass people. They use their positions of power, especially the fact, even if they don't have a position of power and they have a vagina, you can't win. And I'm to the point with this crap that anytime anyone says anything, I'm gonna ask them flat out, look, I think you're wrong. Do you have any proof to prove yourself right to justify what you're saying? And if they've got really nothing, I'm like, well, I'm not staying in the break room with you anymore because I'm not going to have a conversation with somebody 9 chances out of 10 who's going to blow a fucking gasket. You know, you can't do that. It's just, you can't. It's just dumb. And, sorry if the rant seemed a bit long and if I jumped all over the place. Being ADHD is definitely something of a taste for some people. But I hope everyone has a good day, and I'm hoping in the future, because I'm definitely gonna suck for a while at making videos. I'll be forward about that and admit I'm not gonna try to make them long to make a profit or anything, because I don't have any. I think I have less than 10 subscribers, so it's not like I'm planning on making a huge profit extending my videos. It's just I'm not that type of person to make a short 1 or 2 minute video. I like to get really detail about what I'm talking about, and a lot of times you'll see me jump all over the place. So I like to branch off. Sometimes I'll branch in a way that doesn't make sense. Like I could talk about peanuts, and then I'll branch off about how elephants will. You know what? I have no idea where I was going with that one. But you know what I mean. I can just branch in a way where there's really no connection. But, oh yeah, elephants in circus with peanuts. There we go. That's where I was trying to go with that one. But anyways, yeah, I'll branch in weird ways. And, yeah, I just like to just go with it. I'm hoping when I do get a laptop sometime next year, I want to be able to just edit and do proper thumbnails and shit like that. But for then, I'm more just, I think along the lines, just going to make videos and enjoy them. Regardless if anyone watches them, it'd be nice to get something off my chest. It's kind of one of those, instead of speaking to myself only and talking to myself only, guaranteeing nobody hears it, instead I'll make a video and maybe I'll get lucky and 1 or 2 people will agree with me, and even just one person out there listening to this video and being like, you know, that sucks, Garrett, or, you know, I know how you feel, I've had this happen to me, you know, that's more than good enough for me. That's awesome. You know, it's even just having 1 or 2 people by your side can be more than enough. And but yeah, I hope everyone has a good day, and maybe I'll make another video tomorrow. Well, peace out.